Bellamore beauties, and welcome back to another video. I'm just going to zoom out here a bit because today we're going to try and save this brush. It's kind of gone a bit wonky because I forgot some gel in it and it cured. So to try and get the gel out has been a mission, but we are going to try. I've gotten some of it out, but my bristles are a bit puffy now. They're not as skinny as what they were. So we're going to try and get it back to, or as close to possible, its old self. It's old sort of, because I mean these brushes are quite expensive. So like I said in the previous video, we're going to put some acetone on it. Not a lot, we're just going to put it in a pump bottle. So I've got this pump bottle. I've got a smaller one here. So we've got this pump bottle. You just put some acetone on it. Not a lot. You can use brush cleaner, but I mean it's basically the same thing. If you check the ingredient list, it's acetone mainly with other stuff in. So just go straight for the acetone. It's more potent, so you'll struggle less. So you just put some acetone on there. You take your wipe and you try and get all the muck that is in there out. And if you need to, you can use your orange wood stick. So the orange wood stick, you can just see if there's any other stuff that's inside there that shouldn't be inside there. And do it on both sides. Okay. So you'll really try and get the gunk out there. It looks like it's coming out. But what will happen is the acetone causes your, the acetone causes your bristles to puff up. So we need to get our bristles back into working order. So what you'll do is you only use acetone and isopropyl alcohol when there is something stuck. I will show you a video of how to clean your brushes when you've just used them for application. Don't ever put acetone and isopropyl alcohol cleanser on your brush every single day. It is not necessary and will ruin your brushes. Okay, so as you can see, there's also a few, let's see if we can focus on that. There's a few flares. So we're going to cut those off because chances of us getting them back into shape when they've flared so much already is not going to happen. So you take a cuticle cutter, just like you would if you were thinning out your brush. You just cut those flares off at the end. And always reshape the brush to see if you've gotten it. There's a few here on this side. So I don't know if you can see, but my brush quite puffed out at the moment. Let's zoom in a bit. Move the camera here. Okay. So it's quite puffed out. If I show you how a gel brush should be quite thin on the side. Okay. So how would we get that back into shape after it's been puffed out by the alcohol and the acetone and all those other nasties that aren't good for the brushes? So basically, my brush is literally like super swelled up. Maybe if we take everything out. Come on, cameras. Focus, focus, focus. You can see the bristles are like almost rounded. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to fix that. The brush will never be 100% perfect once it's swelled up to quite a bit of an amount, but you can save it that it can still be usable, which is the goal, I guess. Because you never want to throw a brush away unless you really have to. So what I'd suggest is you get your base coat. You can use any base coat. You get something to put the base coat on. I'm just going to put it on here today. You can always wipe it off. So base coat acts the same as monomer does. So just want to move more this way so that you can see better. Okay. So once you've got your base coat, saturate that gel brush in that base coat. You want as much as possible in that gel brush. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to shape your brush back together and get that base coat really into the bristles. Got to really work it into the bristles. So push it into the bristles. And then what you'll do is you'll shape it with your fingers like this. Please wear gloves for all these videos. If you see me wearing gloves, it means you have to wear gloves too. Because touching your product can cause allergies from overexposure of the chemicals. So this is what you'll do. Okay. And there's your brush. You will now leave that base coat in there. And let's look at the difference between them now. It's much better. It's not as perfect, but this is also a smaller size. This is a number 4 flat. And this is a number 6 if I remember correctly. So it is a size difference. So it will be a thickness difference as well. So, but it's as close to much better as possible. So what you'll do now is you'll leave that base coat on. If you need to, you can always put more base coat on. It's not a case of, oh, I put one bit of base coat on, so I can't do it again. You can, of course you can. If you need to, you can. Let's see how it goes. See if we can improve on the bristles with more base coat. Work that base coat really into the bristles. And all the bristles right up to the shaft of the brush as well. So that, see, it can really get into everything. Okay. So once you got the base coat all on the bristles, all saturated on the bristles, you can see there's a lot of product on there. Okay. And then what you'll do is once that's done, swipe your item. Then you'll take it, you'll work that product back in with your fingers, back into shape with your fingers. Do you see? Much better than what it was. Definitely. And what you'll do then is you'll cap it with a cap so that if it's exposed to sunlight, it won't cure, it will stay wet. And that's how you save your gel brush.